Hey there, I'm King 5 meteorologist Ashley Ruiz, taking a deeper dive into the forecast because we have a lot going on, a lot of changes expected here in Western Washington over the span of the next couple of days. We'll start things off today. It's gorgeous, at least for some to start. Some of us trapped under some low clouds, but those are going to clear, increasing sunshine today. It's going to be very warm to kick off the week. I'm talking Monday. Temperatures are going to be the highest and the hottest on Tuesday before a system moves in, very weak system, moves in on Wednesday. And I'll break it all down for you coming up in a few minutes. But first, let's talk about today because we are going to have improving weather conditions. It's spring. We have a lot going on every weekend here in Western Washington and Eastern Washington as well. The Apple Blossom Fest. If you are headed to Wenatchee, near 60 degrees, some high clouds out there, but we also have a lot going on here as well. Port Townsend, Sequim, Redmond, and it's also Star Wars Day. So may the 4th be with you and with your pets as well. We've had some great pet pics of all of your pets dressed as Star Wars characters. We have Kiwi, the Ewok, and then we have Luna dressed as Darth Vader. So thank you so much for sharing that. And if you want to share your weather pictures, your pet pictures, your gardens, anything like that, you can email me directly at aruiz@king5.com, or you can text the King 5 line at 206-448-4545. And don't forget to include credit, location, and time. You may see it on air as well. And the weather team can feature it again on air, online, so on and so forth. So let's talk about the weather pattern, why things are changing. Last week we had a ridge of high pressure. That ridge began to weaken. Then we had a trough move through, and that's why it's been pretty unsettled. It sent a front through the area, and that's why it's been cooler. But things are changing. Another ridge building over the area. Here's that trough I was talking about, a digging in the jet stream. That's going to move to the east. This ridge is going to build and amplify over the area into Monday. You see those warmer colors, the orange. Watch that, because then as this ridge begins to move to the east even more on Tuesday, that's when our temperatures are going to peak. But watch what happens into Wednesday. That ridge is now to the east, and it may even flatten a little bit, and that could allow for a system, a very weak disturbance to move through the area, but the bulk of the moisture is expected to stay to our northwest, especially over British Columbia. So yes, we'll have some showers. It's just not going to amount to much, and we'll have some modest cooling. Around Western Washington, this is near 10 o'clock this morning. You see blue sky above. We still have some low clouds, but sunshine will rule our day, especially this afternoon. Another view, a closer view from our Queen Anne camera looking toward downtown Seattle. You see Elliott Bay. We have some cumulus clouds, maybe a little bit of moisture coming out of those clouds as well. A couple of sprinkles, so don't be caught off guard if you see some raindrops or you feel the raindrops if you're out and about. But again, we are going to have drying occurring today. So aloft, we already have northwesterly flow, and that is bringing us that drier air in the higher levels of the atmosphere. But once winds really start to pick up out of the north, that's going to usher in that drier air at the surface as well, and that should help these clouds erode as well. So about 10% chance in terms of rain chances for today. Let's take a tour to the northwest interior where we will have clearing into the day as well. 50s and 60s, Mount Vernon around 60 if you are headed up to Skagit Valley to check out the tulips. And for the north Sound and then the islands, Oak Harbor, Camano Island, 57 degrees, and then between about 59 and 61 for the North Sound and the foothills. Central Sound and then portions of the Kitsap Peninsula, anywhere between about 59 to 63 degrees. South Sound may get trapped under some of these clouds a little longer, but still highs in the low and mid 60s all the way down to the Oregon state line near 66 in Longview, near 67 in Portland. The immediate coast going to have a good amount of sun as well, and temperatures will be in the 50s. Shelton near 63 all the way up to Sequim 58, Port Angeles 57. But we're going to warm up quickly tomorrow, and it will be a chilly start to the day, but then we'll warm up nicely. If you are hitting the water today, just know it could be a little choppy, especially through the strait, the western entrance of the strait, especially where wave heights could get up to about 5 feet, westerly winds between 10 and 15 knots, but inland, Puget Sound, Hood Canal, wave heights about 2 feet or less. Future temperatures tonight as winds begin to relax or at least become generally on the light side in the mid 30s to our south and then upper 30s to lower 40s. But we'll warm up nicely under mostly sunny skies tomorrow as well. Temperatures are expected to be above normal. Normal for Seattle 64 and you see near 68 tomorrow. Some lower 70s to our south as well. Tuesday, as I mentioned, this is when we'll likely peak in terms of our temperatures. We could get some easterly winds coming through the valleys and then the gaps, and that could really help us warm quickly into the afternoon. And so depending on where you live in Seattle, the immediate coast by Puget Sound going to be on the cooler side of things, but the farther away from the water you live, that's where we'll have the best chance to hit the upper 70s to about 80 degrees. But you see most spots are really going to be in the 70s, at least the 70s. And then with this system moving in, Wednesday, it's really going to be all about the timing of this system in terms of our temperatures. Now, the most noticeable change that you will see with Wednesday's system will be more clouds. It will also be the temperature change, the weather whiplash, if you will, from Tuesday's high to Wednesday's high. So again, I'll break it down for you in the 7-day forecast coming up. But this is the European model. It's a low resolution model since it's still a couple of days out and it's been changing. It brings some showers through the area by about midday into the afternoon and the evening. I know it looks like a lot of rain, but it's not going to be. Then Thursday, the lingering moisture could be over the northwestern portion of the state, and that would likely fall as, if anything, very light showers or just be more in the form of low cloud cover. So we'll see, but Wednesday would be that day and maybe early Thursday. Estimated rain totals over the span of the next 7 days, generally less than 1/4 inch, which is not good. I know we want the sun, but we also desperately need the rain. Our yearly deficit is really starting to grow. For SeaTac, now 4 inches below where we should be. Bellingham, not as much, but you see the trend here. And so drought conditions will continue for Puget Sound, the Cascades as well. So we need the rain, so no significant rain is expected, at least not for the next 7 days. Very summer-like temperatures are going to continue to trend above normal, especially Monday and Tuesday. Now, what I was talking about Wednesday in terms of our temperatures, it's all dependent on when this system moves in. Our temperatures could be cooler than 63 if it moves in earlier. Now, if it moves in later, will likely be warmer than this. So I took the average and went right in the middle in terms of the forecast high temperature. So it could definitely change, but either way, it's not going to be nearly as warm as Tuesday. Thursday, we'll have partly sunny skies, partly cloudy, 64. But Friday and Saturday will start to dry things out once again. Highs will be in the upper 60s to about 70. Now, beyond the 7-day forecast, remember, average high is about 64. And so we are expecting to stay at least above normal. And again, no significant rain is in the forecast. You can always find the latest on king5.com. We have a full written weather discussion there. King 5 Plus for some of these deeper or extended forecasts, a deeper dive into the forecast, and then on our YouTube page as well. And then the free King 5 app. I hope you have a fabulous day, and we'll talk soon.